What's up? This is your boy Rahfeal Gordon, international motivational speaker, author, entrepreneur, and as I always say, you know, that extra wind beneath your wing when you're trying to find some inspiration in your life. And I haven't blogged in a while, so I figured this would be the best time to do so. And because I'm sitting here relaxing at this little park area, just chilling, getting my chill on. So what I wanted to kind of just spit out today, just to kind of add to the blog, because I know this weekend I'm over here in the New Jersey area, so I know it's supposed to be like a big hurricane, like Hurricane Irene or whatnot, which is supposed to be coming between like the end of Saturday, in the evening of Saturday into Sunday. And the reason why I wanted to do this blog is because I was thinking about this past week when I was coming into Midtown up in New York. I had to make a quick stop to pick up a younger cousin of mine who's actually from Maryland but came up to New Jersey to see the family. So when I go to the train station to pick him up, I had to pick him up in Newark, and then I had to bring him up to Midtown through the trains. And while I was on my way into Newark, New Jersey, you know, I usually use my cell phone to make a call before I go into the tunnel, and for some odd reason, you know, nothing was working. So I'm trying to figure this out, like, why, is it my service? You know, I paid my bills, so it can't be the service. You know, it ain't turned off or nothing like that. And so when I get off the train and I go out and I go into the train station at Newark Penn Station, it's literally empty. Like, it's like people are just literally moving more outside. And as I'm walking outside, I'm noticing it's like everyone is in the streets. People looking up, people looking at each other, and their faces is like. It's just nothing. It's like no emotion. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why is everybody in the street? And then I hear a young woman say it was an earthquake. And I'm like, get out, ain't been no earthquake. She's like, yeah, definitely. Like, we felt everything shake. And it made me think about something, because when I got into New York, I went to go do this. I was heading into Midtown, again to the Wall Street area to get this filming piece done. And a good friend of mine told me that he was actually going to stay in Brooklyn because he didn't want to, if something else happens, he didn't want to be around on the island. And I said, I totally agree with you and I respect that. And as I was talking to him, he was like, man, because I was like, I come to Brooklyn, and he was just like, you come to Brooklyn? I'm like, yeah. And it just dawned on me. I was like, and I told him, I was like, the fact that we are, as human beings, we're emotional creatures. So of course, fear kicks in with things that, are unknown, or things that are not of the norm tends to frighten us or cause us to have a second guess. And it made me think about also, like, I was like saying to myself, like, I'm a godly man, like I fear nothing but God. So I remember I was telling him that, if it's my time, it's my time. I'm not gonna let everything, I'm not gonna let this situation, hinder what my daily activity is. And he was just like, more power to you. And he was, we did little chuckles over the phone, but it was very interesting because my little cousin was with me, and like, we're gonna go, we're gonna go to South Seas, the seaport, or we're gonna go, wherever else. And he was like, just come to Brooklyn. So I come to Brooklyn, we do our film piece, and it was just like, everything still went as scheduled and as planned. But it was just that moment alone, as I share that story with you. Again, it's just the aspect of, fear of the unknown, and also the aspect of having that I always say, like, that godly spirit in you. When you fear nothing, nothing hinders you. If you have purpose in your life and you follow your purpose and not your goals, what tends to happen is nothing can really hinder you from your grind, from your hustle, to the things that you want to do in life. And so you guys understand that those who are extraordinary people live or walk in the unknown, where those who are ordinary, they live and they dwell within the familiar land. So things that are always norm to them and always familiar, these individuals stay in that particular area, and everything that they do still continues to be ordinary, because it's something that, when I say ordinary, I mean, like, they replicate what's already been done. So it's generic. It's not like, ooh, wow. But those who are extraordinary people tend to still make things happen, even when things are shaken, quote unquote earthquake, and when things feel like there's storms coming and whatnot, like that does not hinder you from your progress, and for you to persist and go forward. So like when I was dealing with my good friend who actually filmed me, we were just like those people. We were like two individuals who were living in a land at that moment of the unknown and doing something extraordinary, where other individuals probably was going home, of course making calls, which is definitely an important thing, but we was like, nah, we're gonna make this thing happen. And it's just like the day the earth shook is the day that, you know, we were still standing strong. And so this little clip, I want you to understand something. Just keep doing what you do, and no matter what storm, no matter what earthquake in your life happens, you always stay firm in what you believe, and understand where you stand is always a part of God's plan, and nothing can hinder you from that. So again, I'm your boy, I'm your motivator, Rahfeal Gordon, saying that, you know, I'm living up here in the unknown, being an extraordinary person, and you should be too. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your day, and live life, and always keep a laugh on the sideline. You dig? Deuces.